I'm back at my favorite casino in the entire world, the Wynn Las Vegas. We're headed to play 2-5 no limit, just as we've been playing. We've been crushing the game, winning a ton. Let's see if it can continue tonight. Here's the vlog. I hope you enjoy it. I'm always trying to be the aggressor. It gets raised to 25 in the cutoff. I'm in the button. I want to apply some pressure on my opponent, especially since we got position. I 3-bet to 85. My opponent makes the call. We have 8-9 of hearts. The flop comes 8-8-5. We flop trips and we 3-bet with 8-9 suited. Our opponent checks. I bet small, trying to act weak like I didn't hit that flop. $50 bet on the flop. My opponent quickly calls. The turn card is the queen of diamonds. It brings a queen. It brings a diamond flush draw. My opponent checks and I decide to get sneaky because we're in position. I also check on the turn, trying to execute a raise on the river. The river comes the jack of clubs. My opponent bets pretty weak. He bets 75. I decide to raise an amount I think he could call if he hit a jack or a queen. I make it 225. My opponent throws in the call pretty quickly. He definitely didn't expect me to have an 8. I flip it over and he mucks his cards. You gotta give people the opportunity to bluff. I'm in the small blind. We have ace-10 of spades. It gets raised by early position. A couple callers. I call as well. We're going to the flop 3 ways. I'm out of position in the small blind. It comes 10 deuce 8 with 2 hearts. We flop top pair, top kicker. I check. Everybody else checks. The original raiser now telling me that he's pretty weak. The turn card comes the 5 of clubs. It brings a second flush draw. I want to bet almost pot size here, so I decide to make it $40, and the original raiser pre-flop calls the turn. The other player folds. When he checks on the flop and he calls on the turn, it's making me think that he's got a flush draw that peeled out on the turn. He's probably got clubs. The river brings the 7 of spades, and I know my hand's good. I think he has a flush draw and miss. The only way I can get paid is if I check here and let my opponent bluff into me. That's what I decide to do. He bets $90. I snap call. He smacks his fist into the table saying nice call. He definitely had a flush draw and we win a pot with top pair ace-10. If you want to play online poker from anywhere at any time with any stakes, check out Phenom Poker. I've been playing on there a ton. They got no limit hold'em, PLO, a ton of different offerings of game selection and stakes. The link is in my bio if you want to get in. Be careful playing pots out of position. We're in early position with queen 9 of spades. I raise to 20. One player behind me calls. Everybody else folds. We're going to a flop. $47 in the middle. I'm out of position. It comes ace 9 deuce, 1 spade, 2 hearts. We flop middle pair and a backdoor flush draw. Definitely a board to continue. I bet $30 on the flop. My opponent makes the call. The turn card comes the 8 of hearts. If he has an ace, we're way behind. If he has a flush draw, we can get him off it right here. I decide to bet 120. Pretty large size bet. My opponent quickly calls. Now we have to put him on an ace. The fact that he continued on the turn, we have to put him on an ace. He called a pretty large size turn bet. The river comes the deuce of diamonds. I elect to slow down, surrender my hand. I check. My opponent also checks for value because he has an ace. We flip over the 9 and we lose a pot. Be careful playing out of position. I decided to get very sneaky. Let's see if it works out in this hand. I have ace 5 of clubs. It's a straddle pot. I'm in the cutoff. I just call and the button raises to 30. The big blind calls the 30. Straddle folds. It's on me. I decide to 4-bet up to 175. Ace 5 is a great hand to 4-bet with. It blocks aces. You have high cards. You have low cards. I love to 4-bet this hand. The button makes the call. We're now out of position. The big blind folds his cards. We're going heads up to a flop. We got 400 in the middle and we're out of position. The flop comes out. It's jack 6 deuce rainbow. I definitely have to continue with a large size bet on the flop because I'm representing I have a high pocket pair. I bet 250 on the flop, seeing what my opponent's gonna do. He thinks for a little bit, eventually makes the call. The turn card comes out and it doesn't improve my hand at all. It's the 7 of spades. I know my opponent's got a big hand. I decide to slow down and check. My opponent goes into the tank, eventually puts all his chips in the middle. I know I can't call. I'm just Hollywooding here because my opponent outplayed me. What do you think he had? To me, it's gotta be queens or kings. That was the most boring session of poker I've ever played in my life. I played 4 total hands the whole night. I played for 4 hours, didn't get any cards. I did get a massage for about 45 minutes and I can't film during the massages. And I picked up pocket aces and won like a $300-400 pot, nothing crazy. But 5 total hands played in the night. Sometimes that's how poker is. You just gotta wait it out until the deck hits you. Tonight it didn't, yesterday it did. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep playing more poker. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.